Hey, what's happening? This is Sean Wallace, and I just wanted to cut this video really quick about Empower Network, how it's actually changing people's lives, and really what it takes to really make it happen in this program. And I just want to give a comparison though too as well, and I want to also show how one of our top income earners really in the program, Lawrence Tam, has accomplished what he has accomplished, and how it should inspire you to be able to want to be able to do the same. And so let me just show you a couple of things. I want you to sit back. So I'm going to prove to you, if you just give me about a few minutes, on how you can actually earn a huge income with Empower Network, and depending on the efforts that you put into it. So I want to say a short amount of time, but it all really depends on what you put into it. I want to keep it realistic here too as well, because these numbers that I'm going to show are just mind-boggling. So it should inspire you on how you can be able to accomplish it too. But Lawrence Tam just hit 100K in a month, and that's actually not true. I'm going to prove that to you here in just a minute, right? But I wanted to show something right here. It says right here, he crossed over the 100,000 mark per month threshold. So to me, that threshold meaning like that barrier. Remember how the person with, what is it, the 4 minute mile? Is it like something like that, like to run a mile in 4 minutes? I think once that happened, other people were able to do that. So he did the same thing, and that's what I kind of see here. So it's like I really want to give him congratulations to that, and for crossing that threshold, proving that it can be done with a company that can get it done. Because really, outside of Empower Network, there's not happening anywhere else. So let me just talk about why I said that was not true. First of all, let me just scroll down. This is him and his wonderful family. If you don't know his story, he's a retired engineer, and was just looking for a way to really get out of the rat race. I want to take it because he's making decent money, but just wanted to have more time freedom with his family. So his story is pretty awesome. And one of the main things I wanted to hit on right down here too was just really what's going on in Empower Network and how this is working. And one of the key things that I thought about down here is from one of the top income earners said, if you can write a blog post, you can make money with this system. So is it really that easy, and is it really that simple? Yes, get right to the point. And the reason I say he didn't do it in 30 days, because he just comes down here and he says, thanks for the write-up. It was actually 15K. So, 15 days. He did it in 15 days. So that's like ridiculous. It's like it's like I said, he crossed a threshold that the average person can make 100K in 15 days, in 30 days. How did he do that? Well, let's talk about that a little bit. But I wanted to compare some numbers as far as education, because this guy was an engineer, right? He went to school. To the average person, he would say to us that he doesn't think he was that smart, but dude, you're smart, right? He's an engineer, playing with, I don't know what he played with, what is that? The chemicals and all that good stuff that you play with. But anyways, I wanted to give a comparison on education costs and versus on how, a person who was an engineer was able to make more money with a $25 startup program, right? So this is what I wanted to go over. Just the average cost of college is $44,000, right? And the average income of a graduate student is $41,000. So it's almost like just from those numbers right there. Excuse me. Just from those numbers right there, does that make any sense to invest $40,000 to only make $40,000, right? And then the average income of the teacher, I always found this to be kind of odd, is when you go to college, you go to business school or whatnot. They teach you on business, but the person teaching you business typically doesn't even own a business. So why would you want to learn from someone who doesn't even have what they're teaching you? And I'm not putting down school. All I want to do here is just compare where you're investing to get your knowledge from. That's what this is about, because education is definitely needed, but just where are you getting it and how is it benefiting you more in life is my point here. So 37% of students graduate in 4 years, and 63% of them actually take longer. That was me. I was one of those 63 percenters, and I guess it's normal, right? So the average amount of money that's owed is about $26,000 in debt when you get out of school. And that's being fair, depending on what you went to school for. So, like, once again, it's just a comparison in numbers, okay? Because we got an engineer who, I don't know, his numbers might have been like this or maybe more, right? So you do the math. Is it worth going to a university unless you want to be a professor? It's kind of a waste of time. Or do you want to spend $25 to, like, really start learning how to really make some really good money? So, and you can get this review on Business for Home. So I just want to touch base on that. So they also did a review on Empower Network itself, right? And this is the main reason that made me think about this and want to bring these numbers as a comparison. Is they're not even a year old. They're going to hit their first year really right now. I don't know what the exact date is, but we're in October right now, so they're only a year old, right? And this is the thing I want to get right here is that you can actually pay $25 and start learning something and making an income. It's just think about that for a second. So you can get the basic membership for Empower Network, which is a viral blogging platform. It only costs $25, and you can make 100% commissions sent directly to your bank account. If someone you refer gets the same basic membership, so if you only refer one person, you're being able to blog about whatever you want to for free and learn. Then now check out the rest of their products. In the inner circle, right, it's a set audio of interviews of members who are already, keyword, already making a six-figure income. So I want to point out how powerful this is and how it's actually helped me. Literally, I've been online for going on 5 years, and I've had some decent results, but I've rode that wave too as well. I started off in internet, with network marketing and so forth, and I was able to have some good results, some decent results. But that duplication process, once you start to know how to recruit people, get leads, and sign up folks, if they're not duplicating that, it hinders your success. Period. So, I ventured off to tap into the local market niche and teach business owners and help them with the stuff because it was like an untapped market to be able to still have some income coming in, and it's something I have to worry about as far as duplicating and things of that nature. So make sure this is still recording. Okay, no, we're good. So for Empower Network, I kind of missed the whole boat on it actually, man, for the first 6 months. Realistically, I knew about it, I heard about it, missed the boat on that first 6-7 months because I was still tapping to the local market. But then it started to make sense. People were already making six figures a year for $100 a month, right? And then the Costa Rica is another seminar of really the training. That's also the part that you can't miss. That I think a lot of people miss is they set it up perfectly. You what you put in is what you get out, and then you also are getting the training, right? That's going to teach you on how you can apply this in any business that you want. So that's what made me want to take another look at it, because I want to say, well, let me learn some of these strategies I can implement for some of my local clients too as well to help increase their rankings and things of that nature. So I thought that was powerful. Okay, so let me just go ahead and scroll down a little bit. And then my point here is for the investment, look at the people that you get to hang out with. Okay, here's Tony Rush, you got Lawrence Tam, Chuck Marshall, right, Mac, Tracy Walker, and tons of other people who are making income from this thing. And so what I decided to do is I wanted to go hang out with some of these folks too as well. I went down to the San Diego event to touch bases with these folks to really see on how they were making these types of income. So what I want to point out to you is, is it worth it for you to invest? Okay, because people ask me all the time, what do I get? Well, here I'll show you one of the emails that I got. I thought this was, and it's not to bash on them, right? But this is kind of just to answer the question. And I'm gonna blur this out here, just so we don't see his name. And I never really thought about this, but I'm gonna answer the question live on this video. But let's see here. What was his name? Let's see here. Oh, okay. Got it. Alright, there we go. Alright, so I just want to pull up this email, right? So you can see here, Sean, I want to meet with you face to face so you can show me exactly what you do and how you make all this money. I'm very interested, but I would like to make sure that it isn't another waste of my time for me, and I would like for you to show me, the ropes, so to speak. If I join at the $25 a month, how many deposits will I get into my day, weekly, monthly, right? So I want to answer that, and it's not a bad question, because if you don't know, you don't know. Well, here's some of the results that I've been getting, and this is what's really wild is I got these results from after just plugging This stuff is amazing. I got these results just from going down to the San Diego event. Okay, mind you, I wasn't really putting in a lot of effort or nothing like that because I just missed it. So once you get to go down there and plug in, right, you get to learn on exactly on how other people are making $20,000 in 10 days. This is a shot of Tony Rush giving a shot of his bank account for $20,000, right, within 10 days with Empower Network. Okay, and just from going down to the event, you get to hang out with these type of people and get the information on how they're able to do that. Okay, and you know it's just awesome. Here's another coming down here hanging out with Justin. Okay, so it's your turn. It's not that hard to make this happen. Going out, hunking out, going down and hanging out, excuse me, with Justin Ferengi, right, and getting information on how they're able to accomplish this 63,000 in 90 days, right? Hanging out with Robert Mercado, right? He was able to stop from being a delivery boy. Okay, I gotta change that, Robert. You want me to give him a shout out? It's not a pizza boy. Sorry about that. I gotta go in there and change it. He was actually a diner delivery boy, right? Able to make $10,000, 5-figure income within his first 90 days within Empower. So what I want to point out to you is just from coming back from that event, these are the type of results that I was able to start having just from learning some of the basic principles, blogging, and things of that nature, where you start to increase, your income $100 a month, right? Here is where somebody came in for that mastermind retreat. Yeah, for the Costa Rica, that was $500. Okay, really easy to start getting people to come in for the $25 piece. So really, I just wanted to point out to you that Empower Network is real. It is working. Okay, and just compare that to this. Is it worth this? If you're going through that and you've been dealing with looking for a job or looking for a way to take care of your family and really on the boat getting these emails from us but thinking that they're junk emails or whatnot, really ask yourself, is it worth you coming in to take out a look at a $25 system, and if it makes sense for you to go ahead and pay $100 to get access to people who are making 6- and 7-figure incomes a year. Really, if he stays on that pace, Lawrence Tam, he's definitely going to be a 7-figure income earner. I mean, there's just no question. So what you want to do is just go ahead and get started. There should be a button underneath here where you can go ahead and get started with us today. Click the registration button and just go ahead and get started. I'd love to show you the system that we're currently using. We got a duplicatable system that you can plug into, and you can get access to people like Tony, myself, and some of the other leaders who are really making it happen. So look forward to seeing you in the next video, and have a great day.